If you are a Vietnam veteran and you have any kind of cardiac issues, I implore you to file a claim. I think it's extremely important for anyone who was a Vietnam era veteran, anyone who served in country in Vietnam, Korea, Thailand, any of the new presumptive places that the PACT Act included presumptive for Agent Orange exposure, to file claims for ischemic heart disease, because a lot of times the VA is overlooking what diagnoses fall within the ischemic heart disease umbrella and are often denying claims or overlooking them when they should be deemed a viable claim. For example, ischemic heart disease, in some people's medical records, they will receive a diagnosis of ischemic heart disease. That's not the case for every single veteran, depending on what healthcare provider they have, what their cardiologist says, what their primary care provider says. It could be ischemic heart disease, it could be coronary artery disease, but those are not the only conditions that fall under that umbrella. Angina falls under that umbrella. If you have had a myocardial infarction, if you have had a heart attack, that falls under the umbrella. Atherosclerotic heart disease. If I am going through a record and I see atherosclerotic anywhere, basically that means hardening of the arteries, which is what the Agent Orange does, or the herbicides. It causes plaque to build up in the arteries. I'm going to file a claim for that. So if you have any kind of heart issue, I implore you to file a claim. The only time where that can be sticky is if it's a valvular issue. Valvular issues are not presumptive. However, depending on what the valvular issue is and your exposures, it still could potentially get service connected. It just may not be presumptive. It would be a direct service connection. So I would still file a claim for that and seek out an attorney or a representative to help you understand whether the valvular condition you have is able to get service connected.
Hey, Nate here, Hill & Ponton's video guy. The video you just watched is expanded on further in this one right here. Learn something more, increase your rating. As Matt always says, knowledge is power. So go ahead,